Hey guys, it's CoolBro21 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my NASCAR diecast collection. So as you see here on top of my NASCAR haulers, you can see all of my diecast. And the one you guys probably saw first is like that giant Paul Menard car that I bought. So also you guys can see like the hoods and like cards and stuff you get when you buy them. So anyways, before we get into the video, please leave a like and subscribe by hitting the button down below, and also leave a comment on what you think my next video should be. So anyways guys, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first car we're going to be taking a look at is obviously the giant Paul Menard car, which is a 1x24 scale, which I bought at Menards because a sponsor there. So here's a quick round view of the car. So yeah, I'm also gonna be telling you guys where you can buy them from and how much I bought it for. So I bought this 1x24 scale for $10, which is amazing price for a 1x24. Because you guys have probably seen like the ones in Walmart or other stores in general, like the $20 ones, or you guys might also know online they're like around 50 to 80 bucks. And if they're autographed, you can get them from 80 to 100 bucks. So here's another quick round view of the car before I show you the features of it. So yeah, one thing I found pretty cool is that the hood opens up over here. So let me show you guys the engine. So there you can see the engine and stuff. Now let's close the hood. Also, here you can obviously see his name, and like Paul Menard, because he's driver. The country he's from, the United States, and his home state, Wisconsin. And on the back here, like pretty much almost all of his sponsors and all the companies, products that you'll obviously find at Menards. So, obviously you can buy this at Menards because of his sponsor. And also, I recommend Menards for like Paul Menard diecast or other racing diecasts with Menards as a sponsor. Like you can get IndyCar, like the haulers of IndyCar at Target, like for like around 10 to 15 bucks. And the same thing with the Camping World Truck Series haulers, like Matt Crafton's hauler, because he drives the 88 truck for Thor Motorsport. So yeah, this is a look of Paul Menard's car. Let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, so now we're going to take a look at Jeff Gordon's car and Danica Patrick's 1x64 car. So anyways, the reason I'm doing two cars together is because when I order them on Amazon for around like 10 to 15 bucks, they're basically like in a package, like both of them came. So I don't know if you guys might know this or not, but basically it's like one of those boxes, kind of like, I think it's called Memorable Moments, so I don't remember. So basically it has like two cars like side to side like that in the box, and there's like trading cards like on the side or something like that. So that's what the box looks like if you guys want to order it. I'll actually put a link in the description below on where you can order it. So let's take a look at Jeff Gordon's car first. So here's his 2015 Chevy SS AARP Drivetrain Hunger paint scheme sponsor. So here's the side of his car. Here's the back of his car. The side of it, front again. Let's do the top of his car over here. Nothing really on the bottom, like the pipes and stuff. So yeah. So this is his car, and this is like one of my favorites because you cannot really find this anywhere in the store, but you can get it for like 10 bucks maybe online, or if you buy in the package, it's worth it because you get two of them. And two trading cards. So now let's take a look at Jeff Gordon's trading card. So here it is up front. Hendrick Motorsports up there. The team he races for. His number here. So let's take a look at the back. So this is like facts about him. It's written in English, and I think that's, Spanish. So let's read it. From the age of 5, Jeff Gordon raced his way to the top, becoming a 4-time NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, 3-time Daytona 500 winner, and 4-time Brickyard 400 victor. So That's pretty good right there for him. I mean, he did have like 93 career wins, 93, 94. So now let's move on to Danica Patrick's 2015 Chevy SS GoDaddy website hosting car. So here's the front, here's the side, GoDaddy over there, back, top, other side, and front. So as you guys may know, that in 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series season, Stewart House Racing switched to Ford from Chevy. So I mean, all the Stewart House Racing drivers did a pretty good job, like adjusting to the change. I mean, especially Danica. I mean, she did a good job changing from Chevy to Ford. But I mean, yeah. So also, guys may know that her last race of the 2018 season is the Daytona 500, and she's driving the number 7 car of GoDaddy instead for Stewart House Racing. So now let's take a look at her trading card. And also, she's gonna be doing one in Indianapolis 500 race. So here's her trading card, her team, Stewart House Racing, her number, her name over here. Now let's take a look at the back. So here are the facts about her. So she's beginning in NASCAR, in the NASCAR Nationwide Series in 2010. Danica Patrick has continued her success in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and is the first woman ever to win a pole for a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race. So, for those of you who do not know, she was the first woman ever to win a pole in NASCAR at the 2013 Daytona 500. So ever since then, she's made history for women in racing in NASCAR. So, let's move on to the other cars. Alright, so the next car we're going to be doing is Clint Bowyer's car. So, anyways, this is another 1x64 car that I bought from Toys R Us for around $5. So let me show you the car. So it's the front of it, the side, the back, side again, top, and this. So this is Clint Bowyer's Mobile 1 paint scheme, as you guys see, the 14. So you guys can get this at Toys R Us if your Toys R Us location isn't closing, because I know Toys R Us has been closing a lot of its stores. And also, if you find this one anywhere, it also comes with this free Mobile 1 hat, which is actually a magnet. And I don't know, and as you see here, there are a lot of fingerprints on it, because I mean, I've touched it all the time. There you can see the lights that are pointing this table. This actually looks pretty cool once you point at it. So, anyways, this is one of my other 1x64 card diecast, and from here on out the rest of them are 1x64s, just so you guys know. So let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this is another set of 2 cards I'm gonna do, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Batman card and Jimmy Johnson's Superman card that I bought from Walmart for around $5.99 to $6. So anyways, the reason I'm doing these two together again is, I mean, they didn't really come in one whole box. They came separately. But basically, they're Batman vs. Superman from 2016. So yeah, this is the card or something of Jimmy Johnson's car. Just the back of it, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. So anyways, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car came with this too, but apparently I lost it, so I cannot really find it anywhere, so I'm yeah, I'll just do it like that. So let's show you Jimmy Johnson's car first. So this is both of them are 2016 Chevrolet SS. It stands for Super Sport. So there's the front of it, side of it, back of it, side of it again, top of it, and the front of it again. So I mean, the Superman logo on the front's pretty cool over here. Instead of the Lowe's logo. I mean, his sponsor Lowe's looks pretty cool here, but this one also looks pretty nice. And as you can see here, is his original sponsor, Lowe's. I mean, he's had this sponsor practically his whole career. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, other drivers usually get different sponsors. For example, Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he raced for his dad, Dale Earnhardt, his company, Dale Earnhardt Inc., the race team. His sponsor was Budweiser, but then when he moved to Hendrick Motorsports. His sponsors were Nationwide and Mountain Dew, and I think he had other ones, but I don't really remember. So yeah, now let's take a look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car. So here's the front of it. So you can see the Batman logo and the Nationwide logo. The side of it, where you can see Nationwide. Oh yeah, Axelta is also his other sponsor. Forgot to mention Mountain Dew and other stuff. The back, where it says Nationwide, is on your side over here. Nationwide again, side. Here's the top of it. Nationwide over here. On Batman logo over here. And yeah, so basically it's like Batman versus Superman in like a race. So I mean they both did run these paint schemes in Auto Club in 2016. So yeah, let's move on to the other cars. Alright guys, so here is Daniel Suarez's 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship car. So as you can see here, this is his car, and this comes with like a trading card with facts on the back. So let's take a look at the Xfinity Championship winning car first. So this is the front of the car, the Camry, the side of it, which is sponsor Eris, and now Juniper. The back of it, Eris.com over there. Side again, the top. And if you turn it this way, you can see it says Xfinity Series 2016 Champion. And here's the front of it again. So this is actually a pretty cool car, and I like the idea of him making it. Like, especially writing like Xfinity Series Champion on the top. So yeah, now let's take a look at the trading card of Daniel Suarez. So here's a picture of him with his trophy, which looks pretty cool. And also new Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series trophy is also pretty cool. And also, surprisingly, it weighs 68 pounds. Like, that's how heavy it is. But I mean, it's not that hard to lift. But so yeah, it says Xfinity Series here, his name, NASCAR Xfinity Series Champion. So here are the facts on the back. So excuse me. So Joe Gibbs Racing over here. That's his race team where he races today as well. And here's his 2016 Xfinity Series facts. So 33 starts, 3 poles, 347 laps led in the whole season, in the whole Xfinity Series career. Top 5 finishes, 19, which is pretty good. Top 10 finishes, 27, which is amazing. Average start, 4. Average finish, 8. Season wins, 3. Pretty good. Driver career wins, 3. NASCAR Xfinity Series wins. So that's pretty good. I mean, Daniel Suarez has been doing pretty good in the Cup Series as well. I mean, he is yet to win a race, but I predict he might win one race in the 2018 season, and he's one of the drivers I've been rooting for. Like, I'm rooting for like a bunch of drivers, but he's one of them. So yeah, that's Daniel Suarez right here. And now let's move on to the next car. Alright guys, so now we're going to be taking a look at Casey Kane's 2017 season car. So as you guys can see here, this is his car right here. Let's take a look at it. So this is a 2017 Chevrolet SS, and this is his 2017 Farmers Insurance paint scheme, which is like purplish blue, but mostly kind of purplish to me. I don't know what color. What color do you guys think it is? So anyways, let's take a look at it. This is the front. The side, where you can see Farmers Insurance as a sponsor, Great Clips as the other sponsor, Farmers Racing at Farmers Racing, the side fit on top. There's a number over here, last name Kane. So here's the front again. So this is a pretty cool, good looking car, like for Casey Kane. Also in 2017, I wonder how good he's gonna do, considering he got into Levi and Family Racing now, cause Casey Kane lost his contract for Hendrick, and now Levi and Family Racing hired him, and Michael McDowell now drives the 34 for Front Row Motorsports. So yeah, basically Casey Kane switched with Michael McDowell, who switched with Landon Castle, and I don't know if Landon Castle's gonna get a contract or not in the future. So yeah, here's Casey Kane's car. Now let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so now we're going to take a look at the 43 of Eric Almirola. So this is the 2017 Ford Fusion that he drove for Richard Petty's racing team in 2017 and most of his career in NASCAR. So let's take a look at his car now. So this is the front of the car. You can see his sponsor Smithfield. Side of it, there's other sponsors over here like the United States Air Force. The back, fueled by bacon. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I love bacon. It's pretty good. So type in the comments below if you love bacon. So here's Smithfield again. The top of it is the number over here. Also, here's other sponsors such as Nathan's and Eckrich. So most of you guys may know that most of his sponsors are meat companies and the United States Air Force. And also Smithfield is still his sponsor for Stewart-Haas Racing for the 2018 season since Danica Patrick's retiring. Eric Almirola gets to drive the 10 for Stewart-Haas Racing with Smithfield still as a sponsor. I mean, the car looks pretty cool as well. And also if you guys go on NASCAR.com, you can also go in the gallery and look at their helmets and them in their race suits and also their cars. So it's pretty cool. I recommend you guys check that out. So yeah, let's move on to the next car. Alright, so this is the car we're gonna do now, the 18 of Kyle Busch. So as many of you know, Kyle Busch has all like the candy sponsors and like other sponsors such as Pedigree. I mean, that's also one of the sponsors that the 46 truck in Kyle Busch Motorsports has Pedigree, and I think there's other ones, I don't know. So anyways, let's take a look at this Skittles car. I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone loves Kyle Busch, right? Because, I mean, he has the candy sponsors. Like, that's what Brad Keselowski and Clint Bowyer were talking about on Media Day in Daytona. I mean, that's true. Everyone loves Kyle Busch because of his sponsors and all. So let's take a look at his car right now. So this is the front of his 2016 Camry, side of it, back of it, race the rainbow, taste the rainbow, Skittles over here, top of it is named Kyle Busch over here, and it's the front again. So yeah, this is a pretty good looking car. I mean, my favorite paint scheme of Kyle Busch was the M&M's caramel one for 2017. So if you guys love Kyle Busch, please type in the comments what his favorite paint scheme was and what was his favorite win of his race. So yeah, now let's move on to the next car. Alright guys, so now we're going to take a look at a 3 of Austin Dillon. So this is his 2017 Chevy SS that he drove. So this is basically like the similar version of the car that he won the Coke 600 in for 2017. I mean, that was like one of my favorite races of 2017. Especially like how Jimmy Johnson was out of gas and like Austin Dillon made the pass where he was kind of out of gas too. So now let's take a look at the front of the car. So this is the front of the car, the side of it with Dow as a sponsor, the back, side again, the top, and the front again. So yeah, this is Austin Dillon's car. Now let's move on to the next car. Alright, now we're going to be taking a look at the 4 of Kevin Harvick. So he is one of the other drivers who races for Stewart-Haas Racing in my collection of Diecast. So anyways, let's take a look at the front of this 2017 Ford Fusion. So this is the front of it, side of it, Freaky Fast, Jimmy John's. The back of it also says Freaky Fast. Side of it, the 4 is in there. So there's the top view of it and the front again. So personally, he's also another one of my favorite drivers because I mean, not just his sponsors, like he's pretty good at his job, like racing and stuff. So I actually don't just have like one favorite driver, I have like a bunch of them, and Kevin Harvick is one of them. So this is the first driver which we're gonna show the hood off that we bought. So also forgot to tell you guys. So most of the other cars, like the first like 2 or 3 cars I showed you, bought them from like Target and like Toys R Us. And you can also buy in like either or. Like I bought this one at Toys R Us, but I've seen this one at Target and Walmart as well. So let's take a look at the hood. So here basically it's a hood, right? So Jimmy John's sandwiches, tasty. I mean, I agree with that because I love Jimmy John's and their sandwiches. I've had them before; they are amazing. So I recommend going to Jimmy John's and having their sandwiches because they're like really good. So now let's move on to the next car. Alright, now we're going to be taking a look at the 22 of Joey Logano. So, as you guys see here, this is his 2017 Ford Fusion that he drives for Team Penske with his teammate Brad Keselowski, who drives the number 2 car, but I don't have his car. So, I mean, eventually when I get more cars, I'm going to show them to you once I get like 5 or 10 more. Because, I mean, usually I go to the store once in a while looking for some new diecasts. So, this is one I ordered on Amazon for like $10, which is not that bad. So I'll put the link to this one as well in the description below. So let's take a look at the front of it. So this is front of it. Sponsors are Shell and Pennzoil. This is the side. Shell, Pennzoil. The back side, the other side, the top, and here again. So Joey Logano is also on my list of favorite drivers. I mean, most of these cars I have are in my list of favorite drivers, such as Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon, Eric Almirola, and Daniel Suarez is one of them too, and also Austin Dillon. So, anyways, I also like the way his car looks for 2017. Also, his 2018 Ford Fusion car looks kind of the same, which is pretty cool. I mean, the only difference for his teammate Brad Keselowski is that his other sponsors, not just like Miller Lite, he also has like Discount Tires now, which was his Xfinity Series sponsor. So now let's move on to the next car. Alright, so now we're going to be taking a look at the 24 of Chase Elliott. So, anyways, you guys may know Chase Elliott's I don't know if he's considered one of the rookies, but I mean, he's pretty good. Like, he's also on my list of favorite drivers because, I mean, he's pretty good at driving. But, I mean, he is also one of the drivers I'm rooting for 2018. Because, I mean, in the 2017 season, he almost had chances of getting his first win, like, at Dover in the playoffs. When Kyle Busch passed him on, I think, the last or second last lap. I mean, if Chase Elliott would have blocked him, or he could have actually won that. But I mean, Kyle Busch did a good job passing him, though. So, also another thing that's like a highlight of the season is when he got into an argument with Denny Hamlin after Denny Hamlin accidentally took him out in Martinsville during the playoff race. So, anyways, if you guys didn't know that, so this is what happened. So, I don't have Denny Hamlin, so this is like Daniel Suarez's car is Denny Hamlin. So this is like turns 3 and 4. So as they turn here, Denny Hamlin makes contact with Chase Elliott, which sends him flying into the wall in turn 4. And then that brings out the yellow. So that's what happened at that race. And then Chase Elliott got his revenge at Phoenix when he bumped into Denny Hamlin. But I mean, Denny Hamlin's pretty good too. He's one of my favorite drivers. So let's take a look at his car. So this is the front of it. Napa is a sponsor. He also has Mountain Dew, just like Dale Jr. And Napa Auto Parts here, Mountain Dew over here. And also Sun Energy is one of his cool sponsors. Like, the paint scheme is pretty cool. Just the back of it, Napa Know How. The side of it, the top of it, over here. And the front of it again. So, other than that, it's a pretty cool car. So let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so now this is the 2017 Ford Fusion of Trevor Bayne, who races for Roush Fenway Racing with his teammate Ricky Stenhouse Jr. So, as you guys can see, this is the second car I have that has a hood with it that I bought from Target. And also the last car I'm going to show you, I also bought from Target. So, anyways, let's take a look at his Advocare car over here. So, this is the front. Advocare is a giant sponsor over there. Side of it, the back of it, side of it again, top of it, and the front of it. So this is a pretty cool car. I like the paint scheme, and also my second favorite paint scheme for Trevor Bayne is the one where instead of like all blue, it's like mostly white, and number fill is a different color. So now let's take a look at the hood. So basically you see his number over here, the number 6, right? So there's like a fake autograph, Trevor Bain, and his sponsor over here. So let's move on to the last and final card. Alright guys, so this is the best for the last, obviously. So anyways, this is my most favorite card out of all my Diecast collection, because this is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s like final ride. So this is the paint scheme he raced in the Homestead, in the Ford EcoBoost 400 Homestead Miami in 2017. So that was a championship race for Martin Truex Jr. Won his first championship title, just like other defending champions like Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Brad Keselowski. Because I mean, also Fox had this thing. No wait, it was NBC. My bad. NBC Sports had this thing. I forgot what it was called, like fan vote or something, where you could go on that and you could just like vote for the driver you're rooting for. So anyways, I was rooting for Kyle Busch or Martin Truex Jr. to win. So I mean, I did that. I did it twice by choosing Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. But according to the results, Martin Truex Jr. had like 46 to 50%, and it was true because he did win the championship. So now let's take a look at this car. So it's the front of it is Axalta sponsor. Side of it, Mountain Dew Nationwide. Back of it, Auto Nation. Side of it, top of it, and the front of it again. So this car is special to me because Dale Earnhardt Jr. is one of my most favorite drivers, along with Jeff Gordon, and along with Jeff Gordon and Kyle Busch. So this car basically was like his last ride paint scheme, and this is similar to the Budweiser paint scheme that he ran in his first like Cup Series race. So this comes with one of these cards as well, which has like stuff written on the back. So then, because this is pretty long, I'm not gonna read it, but I'll put a picture of it at the end for if you guys want to read it. So anyways, it has like facts about him and stuff, kind of. So yeah. So this is the video. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell down below. Also, please leave a comment on what do you guys think was your favorite car. What do you think my next video should be? Also, since the NASCAR Xfinity series just had its 100th race, I'd like to wish them a happy 100th race. So, anyways, the rest of the video, and thanks for watching.